Hey everyone, this is Cree with Freeform Thoughts, and here's another video. Today I want to talk about Jay-Z, because of course he just signed the deal with the NFL, which is a very controversial thing. Different people have different views about that deal, but my view is that he's a coon ass nigga, and there was some coon shit that he did, and this is the reason why I have this view. A lot of people that are for it is saying, oh, it's power moves, he's getting to the bag, he's feeding his family. For one, he didn't need this deal to feed his family. He had no problems feeding his family. But to the point of, oh, it's power moves, big up. Power moves for who? Who is it power moves for? Definitely not us. It's not going to benefit us, the melanated people. It's not going to benefit anyone but the NFL and Jay-Z, possibly. So let me tell you why I think it's coon shit. So this protest of the NFL last year was very effective. The NFL lost revenue. The attendance for these games were down. People stopped watching the games. People stopped going to the games. People stopped buying the merchandise. All of these things going on with Colin Kaepernick and stuff. It was bad for business. It was bad for their sponsorships. It really affected their pockets, which is a win for us. Finally, black people decided to come together and stand for something. No, it wasn't all black people, but it was a good amount of black people to really affect the NFL's pockets. So their whole reasoning behind signing this deal with Jay-Z is to put a boule nigga in front of our face. And if y'all don't know what a boule nigga is, if you've never heard of the boule, look it up. But pretty much to put a boule nigga in our face to say, hey, here's a black guy with street cred who's, signed this deal with us, supposed to help the race relations for the NFL and benefit the black people. No, Jay-Z is not signed to them to try to implement change. No, it's all about trying to get black people back invested in the NFL, back buying tickets and buying merchandise and back on board, and to put an end to all of this controversial Kaepernick stuff because it's not good for their business, okay? So Jay-Z signed that deal to be a fucking puppet to get black people back on board with the NFL, and that shit is some coon shit. We finally had a movement, a protest that was actually very effective, and they go and they get a black nigga who y'all niggas think y'all can relate to, which I don't know why you think you can relate to Jay-Z. Maybe because some ghostwriters wrote a few lyrics that y'all can relate to. But yeah, they put this puppet in front of our face, and now black people are supposed to be okay with the NFL. Okay? Black people in the NFL makes up 70% of the NFL. Yet they kick Colin Kaepernick out, and no one will give him a job or offer him a spot on their team because he decided to kneel as a peaceful protest. But yet African American, so-called black people make up 70% of the NFL. If Jay-Z really wanted to make change, what he would have done was start his own football league. And those 70% of the football players playing for those white people, well, maybe all of them wouldn't come over, but a good half of them will. And we can make our own black football league popping. He has the capital. He can do that. In fact, all of these celebrities with these millions of dollars, they have enough capital to implement structural change in these black communities, but they're not doing it because they don't want to do it. So don't get confused about this deal with the NFL as a power move for us, because we're not benefiting from it. It's a power move for the NFL to put an end to all of this stuff that is bad for business. Look at Papa John's. Papa John's had a bunch of videos come out and conspiracies come out about how they are racist, and it really affected their business. It affected their sponsorships. It affected everything. What they decided to do, they decided to bring on Shaq, a big old black old another boule nigga, to be the face of Papa John's, to smooth out all of the racial tensions, to try to get more black people buying Papa John's pizzas because they see Shaq supporting it. So my point is, y'all need to stop falling for the boule puppets, okay? Their point is to put an end to these movements. Wake up. Wake up. What Jay-Z did was a slap in our face. That protest was successful, and it could have continued to be successful, but now black people are going to forget all about the issues and the racistness that the NFL was based on, because they see that Jay-Z has a seat at the table and they're going to look at it as supporting Jay-Z, and then they're going to see black Jay-Z at the seat of the table and think that they can be at that same seat of the table. Don't fall for it, guys. They are puppets. They are puppets. Don't fall for the shit.